yes, it's the DJ here with Land Cruiser Migrant Mayhem DNC version. Today we're gonna be talking what's going on with the DNC. People are starting to flow into the city of Chicago. I heard yesterday that the Gaza supporters could number 20,000 for their protest walk. They have a 1.5 mile route that they were assigned to protest, and they say it's not big enough because they're expecting 10 to 20,000 people in Chicago. I'm not sure what day it is, but kind of scary, guys. Go to downtown Chicago at your own risk at this point, folks. Yeah, I know there's a lot of, if you follow the whole Jussie Smollett case, there's a lot of weird MAGA people in Chicago. Yeah, right? A lot of weird MAGA people in Chicago. And I'm hearing that the DNC invited R. Kelly, but he was unable to attend. Go figure. R. Kelly, a big Chicago figure, and he's not able to attend the DNC this year for some reason. Google that, folks. Google that. We haven't heard much about Jussie. Last I heard about Jussie, he appealed his sentence. He had like 150 days he needed to spend in jail, and just scared the living bejesus out of him. But I haven't heard if they came back with the ruling on that and if he's headed to jail. I think he's going to be doing some fudge packing in jail at some point real soon. For those people who follow Jussie and the MAGA people that took care. There's a lot of MAGA people in Chicago, folks. There's just so many unhinged MAGA people in Chicago. That's why it's voted Democrat mayors for 95 years. Yeah, go figure. It's the MAGA people that are the problem there. All right, so let's let me get a video up here for you guys, and we can talk here. Brandon Johnson talk. Let's hear him. He's all positive, and he's ready for the DNC to begin. I hope that he's ready. I hope that the city's ready. I'm hearing some grumblings from people in the police and crime prevention areas that Chicago may not be as ready as they're supposed to be. I'm just hearing that in the background. So let's hear what Brandon Johnson has to say.
The mayor said the Chicago Police Department is ready and that the city is ready.
Just realized I rhymed too. Mayor Johnson said the DNC is even the largest even the city has hosted. Sylvia is back with details.
Yep, it all comes to a head on Monday, doesn't it? It's time, and Mayor Johnson made those remarks this morning while unveiling the CPD's new helicopter. The mayor saying the full force of government has been working together to make sure the
Brandon got a little gifty, right? A little $11 million helicopter for the city. Now they have two, just like, I guess, other big cities that have multiple. Chicago's only had one, I hear.
DNC is safe and vibrant. He said CPD is ready and has been coordinating with the Secret Service and Homeland Security. Mayor Johnson also highlighting Chicago's history of successfully hosting larger scale events.
This is the city, of course, that said keep hope alive. The city that said...
Let me remind you, hope is not a strategy. As he talks about hope. Hope is not a strategy, folks.
Yes, we can. It's a city that gave voice to people like Ida B. Wells to transform the way we treat people, particularly black folks, but to assuage people's concerns. The only thing that I can say is we're really good at this. There's a reason why Time Out magazine rated the city of Chicago the best for conventions, because we're good at it.
We're going to show you the police helicopter unveiling a little bit later in the newscast. Don?
Thanks.
All right, so let's take a look at that helicopter, that $11 million helicopter that you, the taxpayer, are paying for.
The Chicago Police Department is unveiling a brand new $11 million helicopter this morning.
And it's here just in time for the Democratic National Convention. Anthony is live near Soldier Field with a look for us. Hi, Anthony.
Hi, Natalie. Hey, Brian. Yes, this thing just made a pretty dramatic entrance for its big debut. We are talking about the newest addition to the fleet of helicopters for the Chicago Police Department. You know, there's a lot of benefits economically for the host city of conventions. Add bonus chopper to the list of benefits that Chicago is getting, because this $11 million piece of machinery did not come out of the city budget. It was paid for with Homeland Security dollars because the manufacturer made it on deadline in time for the DNC. Check it out. It is a Bell 429 helicopter, and CPD had inked a deal to buy this chopper earlier this year using grant money, but again, it was all contingent on Bell meeting the deadline, which mission accomplished. It did. This new Bell 429 will obviously be used to monitor crowds and protests during next week's convention, but year-round, it'll be used to catch carjackers and other criminals.
Helicopter is faster and allows us.
Seems a little large for chasing cars, but that's just me. Just saying. Seems like a very large helicopter.
To be more flexible in responding to incident.
Let's just say I hope Brandon's got a budget to operate it.
And conducting missions that include search and rescue and casualty evacuation. It's giving us an advantage when tracking suspects, so our officers in the helicopter can relay information to officers on the ground.
And this Bell 429 is now the fourth chopper in the fleet. The thing that's different about this one, it goes 174 miles per hour, which is more than 20 miles per hour faster than those other three, which have actually been in service now for 31 plus years. So now this is the newest tool in the arsenal for CPD to be able to track down, again, carjackers and other criminals without the risks of those dangerous street chases. We are live this morning just south of Soldier Field along the lakefront. Anthony Ponce, Fox 32 Chicago. Back to you in the studio.
Seems a little overkill for me. Chicago's not that big of a town, and geographically, and the areas where Chicago has problems aren't that dispersed either. It's just 2 or 3 areas. Anywhere south of Congress Parkway is where we have problems. So it's not like it's a huge, vast area like Los Angeles or something like that, or New York City. It's pretty condensed compared to that. So we got a huge $11 million helicopter gifted to us by Homeland Security. I hope they're ready for that. So something else to add to Brandon's budget to try to balance what the hell's going on in the future. Yeah, we've got some budget woes in Chicago. Comment down below what you think's going to happen at the DNC. A lot of people are saying that, they know who the people are that are granted protest permits, but then there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be protesting and they may have not applied and gotten a permit. There's just going to be some bad actors out there. Every DNC seems to attract the bad actors. You remember the Kenosha riots a couple of years ago? There was a lot of Antifa, a lot of bad actors up in Wisconsin, and they fried that town to a crisp. My God, I forget, it was like $1 billion worth of insurance claims that ended up resulting out of that town. So we're waiting to see what's going to happen at the DNC, whether it's going to be a bell ringer or not. Chicago is ready. The people are flowing today. They're bored. I saw a video. I couldn't find it. But we keep hearing that businesses in the Loop, where they're going to be doing a lot of the protesting, and are boarding up their windows as a preventative measure. And I think things are going to get crazy in Chicago. Things are going to get crazy in Chicago, citing the old Johnny B song. We'll find that tomorrow and play you that song. We're All Crazy in Chicago by Johnny B, old time Loop DJ in the 80s and 90s. So that's Chicago. Let's talk about our economy. As long as I got you guys here, let's talk about our economy. Did you know that Subway had an emergency meeting? Things are not good at Subway. I'm hearing that same store sales have plummeted up to 10%. Up to 10% decline in sales. They're ringing the bell. They've got some problems at Subway. Just like at Mickey D's and all these other places, they're coming out with $5 value meals and trying to come up with a reason to pull the people in and cut the overall tab a little bit. I'm seeing it at the grocery store too. I mean, I did some videos, some shorts where showing you guys where cans of pop are now like 7.5 ounces. They've got a 1.25 liter bottle of soda. We're seeing shrinkflation take hold here, folks. I just released a video today where at Walmart they had a whole rack full of hot sauces and specialty ketchups and things of that nature that were like 2 and 4 ounces. They were selling them for like $1, I believe, $1 or $2, because they're realizing people can't afford to buy ketchup, mustard, and relish and spend $10. So they're trying to come up with a more economical approach for people and still keep their sales surging. So there you go. Look for that when you go to Walmart. There's a lot of shrinkflation going on, and it's just not in the potato chip bag anymore. It's all around. All around, they're cutting the size and volume of everything. So like, share, subscribe if you like this. Be checking here for updates of the DNC. We're reporting directly from the Chicago area, so you're going to get the facts and nothing but the facts here as the DNC heads towards its, I don't know, I think it's gonna be a riot. I think we're gonna see some arrest counts go through the roof. It's gonna be like 1968. I don't know if any of you guys remember 1968. I certainly don't, but I did a little bit of reading. I found out that the protesting in 1968 was all about the Vietnam War. People were against the war, and they came out. There's some good footage out there. The police just beat the living dickens out of people in 1968. They had a good time. I don't even know if I saw them throwing people into the paddy wagons that they had, and I don't even think they handcuffed them. They just threw them into the back of their paddy wagon. Then the thing in Chicago is, once they get you into the paddy wagon, they would always take you for a nice ride, right? They would always take those turns just a little bit sharp, and they would take the long way to the precinct. That was a known thing in Chicago for many, many years. There's some people that came out of that paddy wagon much worse for the wear and the ride, until the federal government came down and slapped the Chicago police real hard on that one. That used to be standard operating procedure, SOP. SOP number 1, take the villain and the criminal for a long ride in the paddy wagon, and make sure you hit all the potholes and you take those turns nice and sharp. So like, share, and subscribe if you would for me. We really rely on our viewers, and like I said, we're doing this for you guys. We're doing this for the United States. We need to win this election. The MAGA people and the right need to win this election. Otherwise, we're not going to have a country. We're not going to have a country. We're on the brink of socialism, folks. If you haven't been listening to Kamala, the pantsuit Pamela, as we call her, we're on the edge. We're on the edge of socialism. And talk to your Hispanic friends and acquaintances that have migrated to this country, and you'll find out that socialism's not so great. And once you get into socialism, it's really, really hard to get out. So check into a reputable news source. Hear about what Kamala is proposing. She's proposing price controls at the grocery store. And she's also talking about giving new home buyers $25,000, which is just going to raise prices of houses by, guess what? $25,000. Just like they did with the Teslas, right? The government started giving rebates on Teslas, and guess what? The price of the Tesla went up by that amount, only to later be lowered back down when people refused to buy those pieces of crap. So there you go. I think we're going to end it right here for now. Thank you for joining us today. This is DJ Wonder Chrissy. This is Migrant Mayhem, DNC version. Like, share, and subscribe, folks. We'll end this show as we end every show with the hand slap and a see ya.